Hey guys, what is going on? Giants vs Falcons preview and prediction. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video for my final score prediction for this game. For the Giants' last game versus the Washington football team, I correctly predicted that it would be a 1-point game, but I predicted that the Giants would win by 1 point, so... Also guys, if you want to hit the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate that because it really helps out the channel, and we are almost at 10,000 subscribers, so I appreciate you all so much. So let's talk about this game. So as a Giants fan, after last game versus Washington, I felt like the season was over. It was just a brutal loss, and it just felt like the Giants were at rock bottom and like the team was broken, literally. Like the team couldn't play football. But it's been a week since that loss, and for some reason, I have my confidence back in this team. I don't know why, but I am back in on the Giants. They have sucked me in yet again, and that's probably not a good thing because then my hopes will be raised and then they will be shattered. So yeah, I'm ready to get my feelings hurt again is what I'm trying to say. So this game between the Giants and the Falcons should be a game with a lot of scoring because both these defenses are not good. Well, at least throughout the first two games of the season. The Falcons, they could be the worst defense in the NFL this season. Currently, the Falcons are giving up a league worst average of 40 points per game. They're giving up an average of 40 points per game so far throughout the first two games. Yes, I know it's only, 2 games into the season, but these are the stats I'm using because these are the stats available for this season. The Giants are giving up 28.5 points per game, or an average of 28.5 points per game. And yeah, that's not great either. I'm not trying to say, oh, the Falcons defense is trash and the Giants is not as trash. Well, I guess that's kind of true, but listen, the Giants don't have a great defense either. Both these defenses aren't good, period. So the Falcons, they surprisingly have a better ranked pass defense than the Giants, but the Giants, they do have a better ranked run defense. And then on the offensive side of the ball, the Giants rank higher in both the pass and the run game. So for the Giants to win this game, they need to let Danny dime. Shout out to the Talking Giants guys for coming up with that catchphrase and putting that catchphrase on a t-shirt. I love that phrase. But we saw what Daniel Jones did last week versus the Washington football team when they actually had receivers run more than 4 yards down the field. Daniel Jones has a nice deep ball. He can throw the ball well down the field. So they need him to do that. They need to draw up routes where the receivers are actually running down the field so he can throw a deep ball. It's like the scheme of this offense is not like built to his strengths, which is very annoying, and I can talk about that forever. You guys have heard me say it like 100 times already this season. Stop running so many curl routes. Honestly, Jason Garrett should just like follow my Madden game plan, which is have every wide receiver run a go route and then have the quarterback roll out, and if there's no one open, just run with the quarterback. So yeah, Jason Garrett, you should definitely like follow my game plan. No, I'm just kidding, but honestly, I feel like that would be better than every wide receiver running a 4-yard curl route. I don't know. Everyone run a go route every single snap. The Giants gotta trust that these wide receivers can get separation versus this Falcons secondary, because this Falcons secondary isn't very good, and the Giants wide receivers should be able to get separation. The quarterbacks that have played the Falcons this season have put up really good numbers. Last week, Tom Brady was 24 of 36 with 276 yards and 5 touchdowns. He threw no interceptions. Yes, I'm not saying Daniel Jones is going to be like Tom Brady the GOAT. I mean, Eli Manning is Tom Brady's dad though, and Eli Manning did mentor Daniel Jones, so maybe Daniel Jones and Tom Brady are like half brothers or something. I don't know, but listen, quarterbacks have been playing well against this Falcons secondary. Jalen Hurts, week 1, 27 of 35, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. So you can score on this defense. Teams can score on this defense. So the Giants need to do that. After seeing that Atlanta has been giving up an average of 4.9 yards per carry, I was super excited for Saquon Barkley to face this team. Saquon is coming back from that really bad ACL injury, and he just really hasn't looked the same in the first 2 games. Yes, I know it's the first 2 games, and one of them was a Thursday night football game, so it was a short week and all that. So I thought, okay, this game versus the Falcons, this could be his bounce back game. This could be the game where he gets his confidence back and he looks like the Saquon Barkley we all know and love. But then, Giants beat reporter Jordan Renan tweeted out this today. Today's Thursday, by the way. Both Saquon Barkley knee and Kenny Golladay hip were extremely limited in what they did during the open portion of practice. Bruh. Extremely limited. Not just limited, extremely limited. And I thought both these guys could have awesome breakout games this week. I mean, this doesn't mean they're not playing, but you don't like to see a tweet like this. I thought Kenny Golladay could get some awesome separation versus these quarterbacks. And, him and Daniel Jones could finally develop some chemistry because, Kenny Golladay was dealing with that injury in training camp, so him and Daniel Jones didn't get, probably as much work together as they would have liked. So seeing this tweet is just like an, oh my gosh, can anything go right moment. So hopefully these two guys can play. Hopefully they are healthy. Hopefully they were just very limited in practice because, I don't know, they were trying to be cautious. I don't know, but I really, really hope both these guys can play because if both these guys can play, that really changes how I think this game will go. If both these guys don't play, I think it could change the outcome of this game. The thing I think the Falcons can do well versus this Giants offense is get pressure on Daniel Jones. So, this offensive line has been dealing with some injuries already this season, and this offensive line has been an issue with the Giants for for definitely the past few years. Now, they did play solid versus the Washington football team. I will say that. They did play solid. They have been better than expected. But this Falcons defense sacked Tom Brady 3 times last week. And that Buccaneers O-line is better than this Giants O-line. So the Giants got to make sure that Daniel Jones is not getting a ton of pressure on him. Because if the Falcons are able to, get a lot of pressure on the Giants and not allow their plays to develop, the Falcons could win this game. So that's gonna be huge for the Falcons. If they can get pressure quickly, then their cornerbacks won't have to be in coverage for that long, and then, the Giants offense won't be able to move the ball down the field. So O-line play is going to be huge yet again for the Giants in this game. The Giants defense, they need to stop playing soft coverage. Oh my gosh, I don't know why they have been playing such soft coverage these first 2 weeks. It's crazy. Matt Ryan, he threw 3 interceptions last week versus the Buccaneers, and the Giants defense has to force more interceptions. Bend, don't break. Yeah, the Falcons can drive down the field, but if you intercept Matt Ryan in the red zone, then everything is fine. Then it's like it didn't happen. I just need to see this defense create turnovers. We all expected this Cowboys defense to be so bad this year, right? But guess what? They're not that bad, and they are creating turnovers, and that's putting their offense in a position to win games. So if this defense can create some turnovers, like 2 interceptions or something, it would put the Giants in a good position to win this game. As for a little injury report on the Atlanta Falcons, I read that AJ Terrell and Russell Gage missed practice yesterday, which was Wednesday. So we will, I guess, see if these guys are playing as the week goes on, but those are 2 guys to keep an eye on. So now it's time for my final score prediction. Okay, so my final score prediction for this game. This is going to be tough because I predicted the Giants to win both week 1 and week 2, and they lost both those games. So for this game versus the Atlanta Falcons, I have the Giants winning 31-20. Crazy, right? Like, why do I still have this team winning games? Because I feel like this is a must-win game. If the Giants do not win versus the Atlanta Falcons and this Atlanta Falcons defense, this season then might be over. See, this season might be over after this week if the Giants do lose. I know that's pretty pessimistic of me to say, but honestly, if the Giants cannot put up points versus this defense, even if Saquon Barkley and Kenny Golladay don't play, this team is not going to have a good season. So this is a must-win game for the Giants. They cannot start out 0-3. I mean, if they were playing the Buccaneers, then this wouldn't be, so much a must-win game, but they are playing the Atlanta Falcons, who are giving up an average of 40 points per game. So the Giants need to win this game. That's why I'm predicting the win, and hopefully I'm finally right. Hopefully I finally see the Giants win. So that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you drop a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think the score is going to be for this game. Do you think the Giants are going to get their first win of the season, or do you think the Falcons are going to get their first win of the season? That is it, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Peace.